Hey everyone, CarnyPop here. I try to ignore most leaks because not only do I want to be surprised by announcements on video games, but I also know that most leaks are full of crack and not worth talking about. That being said, this most recent 4chan leak about Smash Bros. Ultimate has been sticking around in people's minds, and I wanted to talk about it. Wanted to talk about how hype I'd be if some of it was true, and how likely I think the whole thing is. Let's start off by reading just the post. Okay, kiddies, see if you can figure this one out. July. The characters King and Ponytail will be revealed in a mini-direct. August. The character Old Man will be revealed at this year's EVO. September. The character Archer will be revealed in a direct of some kind. October. The characters Warrior and Secretary will be revealed in a Smash Ultimate focused direct. November. The character Mech will be revealed in a surprise character announcement. The other characters, the characters Rhythm, Folklore Doll, and Prime Ribs, won't get reveal trailers until post-release. Alright, the first two are fairly obvious. King is referring to King K. Rool, and Ponytail is referring to Dixie Kong. King K. Rool is actually super likely, as the character was clamored for during the last Smash ballot, and Sakurai is all about making dreams come true with Smash Ultimate. Dixie Kong is also a pretty likely pick because she's been rumored for a while. I see some people thinking she's going to be an Echo Fighter for Diddy Kong, which I could see, but I think the amount of changes they would need to make, such as not having her use rocket barrels and some of her normals needing to use her hair, make it much more likely that she'll be her own character. Old Man is the strangest codename here, with the most out there guess as well. People have been saying that this character will be Heihachi from Tekken, and it's not as outlandish as it could be between Namco Bandai having close ties with Smash as of late, as well as this character being revealed at EVO. That being said, I think this will not be true. Leaks usually need to contain false information so the leaker can cover their ass and not be tracked down immediately. I think making the second prediction false while the first is legit will allow there to be hype for the leaks, while still keeping everyone guessing about what parts are real. Archer's Decidueye. Cut and dry. I believe this character will be in the next game. It's too cool not to be, and if Greninja got in, then Decidueye deserves that spot. The next leak is super interesting because it contains two characters that I think would make a shit ton of people happy. Warrior, referring to Simon Belmont, and Secretary, referring to Isabelle from Animal Crossing. Simon Belmont would be absolutely incredible. I'm a huge fan of the Castlevania series, and I think its history legacy on Nintendo consoles would make the inclusion of a Belmont so cool. Plus, we'd have a badass whip fighter with a bunch of sub-weapons in the roster, which would just be awesome. I'm not a big fan of the Animal Crossing series, but it deserves another rep in Smash just from its sheer popularity. And I feel like Isabelle is the only one that makes any sense, because other villagers don't have the same place in the game's story, and it would just be a battle of faves to see who you'd put in. I'd say these leaks feel true only because they'd be so great and Sakurai has been listening to people about who he should put in the game. I don't have a guess for Mech, but I think this one is fake. People have been saying it might be Elma from Xenoblade Chronicles X, but I don't think there's any chance they'd include a Xenoblade X character over a Xenoblade 2 character. And the reason we can't figure out guesses for this is that there is nothing to guess. This one was made up by the leaker. As for the last leak, featuring Rhythm, Folklore, Doll, and Prime Ribs, I think that this contains some real info and some misdirection. I fully believe that Rhythm and Folklore are red herrings. People are talking about Rhythm Heaven characters being in, and I don't think that holds water as someone who would get a Smash Bros. Ultimate spot. Doll and Prime Ribs, however, are another story. I really legitimately believe that Dark Samus is coming, and that Prime Ribs is the codename for her as a Metroid Prime character. And I think Doll is Geno. Sakurai has said that he wants Geno in Smash Bros., and I think at a time when he is making everyone's dreams come true, he would treat himself. In addition, I think it's finally a time when Geno would be able to make an appearance because the design of Villager and Mega Man showed that Geno's ball-bearing attacks would be feasible as normals, since both Villager and Mega Man have projectiles as aerials. That about wraps this one up. We'll know if I'm right about any of this by the end of the month. I can't wait to see it.